Hello! Hey, Harley Dad. And Sleuthy, how's everybody doing today? I wonder if I ever respond to these bots on, like, Gik, if they'll actually say anything. Hey, yo, hit me up on... No, I'm okay. No, thanks. Probably some weirdo creeper. No, thank you, robot. No, thank you. Harley Dad, have you been doing? Have you been missing streams? How's your health going? Thank you, Garbo, for taking care of the robot. Thank you, wife, for the English muffins and the coffee. Let me get my handy dandy notepads here for the show. I also need to let my Discord know I'm live because I keep forgetting to do that. If only my mods could do that for me. If only my mods, Garbo, could come and do that for me. Theo, one of them. There was bets on Comey getting arrested on Polymarket. How was that going? Is there one on Hassan Piker getting arrested? Or, what the hell is the other guy's name? I can't remember his name now. Starts with a K. Did you get the notebook out of the side table drawer? No, it's more of a shelf to the side of the table, but yes. It says Death Note on top of it. My health is fine, just been busy coaching my son's flag football team. Our game's Saturday morning, so I haven't been able to go on Friday. Ah, nice. Thank you, Garbo. Appreciate it, buddy. Well, hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. I don't even know what the hell's going on today. How are all of you? I was singing to like Steve from Blue's Clues. Well, he did have a nice thing of a career, I guess. All right. Apparently the guy, which was named Use Me Only Blade, apparently had his, started getting his rotting feet and legs amputated. For anyone that doesn't know, Use Me Only Blade was a, I don't know what the hell I would call him. I wouldn't call him a content creator. A weirdo? I don't know. Strange guy. He was a strange guy, but He apparently got his legs and feet amputated, which was not surprising to me. I don't think it was, to be honest, surprising to anybody. For anyone that doesn't know what was going on with that, he was a raging alcoholic. And no, we're not talking about Harley Dad anymore. He was an alcoholic and raped some people. Yeah. So, in a court filing, prosecutors have released a selfie photo of the attempted assassin suspect Cole Allen that was taken shortly before the shooting. Dude really did think he was John Wick. That is my assumption, is that he really thought he was going to go out of his way, get through all these Secret Service agents, and that nothing bad is going to happen to him. The same amount as always. It's like a wizard. You're never late. You're always on time to where you want to be. So he showed up there with all the weapons on him, including his man purse. I don't think Wick had the man purse, but he did go in there guns blazing, thinking that he was going to shoot all these Secret Service agents, the police, get through all of them, and then be able to walk free, like nothing was good. Or he was going to not walk free per se, but get to the President of the United States and the cabinet members. And like his manifesto was just terrible. In the manifesto he was talking about like how they're all so incompetent and he's so much better and he's going to be able to just waltz right in there and nothing's going to happen. And the only thing people are saying, then they're like, oh, he was really fast. Okay. That's good to hear. He was very speedy. Did anything else happen? No. No. One day my show will be so popular, I'll be able to have somebody do the computer stuff for me. 2 police officers were hospitalized. 9 people were arrested after more than 1,000 teens rushed Icon Park in Orlando during a teen takeover, with some parents now calling for officers to be suspended over allegedly unnecessary force. So that might be a kid, but that kid's the size of a grown man, right? And who knows what happened for them to start fighting like this, right? Like, just because people go, oh, well, they're a kid. What's his name that got, he was huge. The hell kid was that? Anyways, I know the cops got the old man strength here, but with 1,000 of them out there picking fights and stuff, who knows what led to this? The teen takeover stuff is becoming a big issue too, because a bunch of them get together, and people go, oh, it's just kids being kids. But you get 1,000 people showing up, and all of a sudden, they pull out guns and start shooting at each other, right? It's been happening more and more and more. As time goes on. So I've been seeing it for a couple of years now. I would say slamming someone down takes the fight out of them pretty quick. There's a video the other day I saw where a couple white kids went into a convenience store and tried to fight with the owner or the guy working there or something. I don't know. Some stupid thing. And he kicked the living crap out of the dude, the white dude. But like the white guy came around, like sucker punched him back inside of the head. Like, but the minute the other guy grabbed him, threw him to the ground, head butted him in the face. So the other day we were watching a dirt biker go down the road. What a wonderful human being. California Highway Patrol chased dirt bike rider through South LA. Compton, who appeared to be live streaming from the pursuit yesterday, man, known as Jay Heartless, was being pulled over by the California Highway Patrol for speeding on a dirt bike when he fled. Plus, dirt bikes are not street legal. Leading officers on a high-speed pursuit through South Los Angeles and Compton. The rider has been holding a phone and appearing to record live streams of himself. That's going to go great in court when he gets to sit down with the judge and the judge is like, hey, is this you, stupid? Yeah. Were you already have an ankle monitor? Yeah. Uh-huh. So you have an ankle monitor. You're riding a dirt bike illegally. You're blaming other people for getting you pulled over? And he had a helmet, he threw the helmet off. So, blaming everybody else. Oh, you snitched on me. No one snitched on you, idiot. You have an ankle monitor on you. Who would have thunk it? Probably lost power. It's storming down where you are. Oh no. What's going on, Randy? Well, I hope you're safe where you're at in the storm.
With a gun if you bring that shit up in here, okay? Why? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to go out, purchase a shotgun, shoot myself in the face, not die in the process, but at least lose significant chunks of my fucking brain so I can operate at the same substandard, suboptimal IQ level that Shuan head and her dumb fuck audience operates in so I can do a regular response to that?
So, mind you, Hassan Piker has now changed where he's broadcasting from after he's become kind of the mouthpiece for the left. The Democratic Party hired him. Now, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the people that they've been hiring to be their like social media people, but they are just absolutely terrible people. And they have to keep firing them, getting rid of them because they're like talking about killing people, talking about assassinating the president. On and on and on. Well, Shuanhead did a thing the other day where she was pointing out all the stuff that he's been doing, right? What's going on, Cannabis? So now this is just the latest one. Just the latest one. So. Members of an Islamic sect have been arrested in the UK for slavery and forced marriages. You don't say!
Say to investigate allegations of a serious sexual nature, serious sexual offences, forced marriage and modern slavery. They have arrested, they say, 9 people, 6 men and 3...
Are you telling me they're doing things that they did back in the other countries they probably came from? No. No. It's not like in Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan. There's probably other countries in there I'm forgetting. I can't think of them all right now. I'm still having my coffee. I woke up super late. Are you telling me that they brought all that to your country? I thought diversity was your strength.
3 women of various nationalities, American, Spanish, Italian, Egyptian, Mexican. They've also arrested a number of other people on suspicion of public disorder offences. The searches of that complex are going...
Complex! I don't know if you could see very well on that little screen there, but that is a compound there. That is a large group of grounds that these people purchased with huge fences. Now, from last time I looked over in the UK, land and getting a place to live was super expensive. And with that, you would have to imagine that whoever is behind this is putting a lot of freaking money behind it.
On as we speak. Police say that it will take some time to do that. The allegations they're looking into center on one woman said to have been a former member of the group. The police stress they're investigating those allegations. They are not investigating this religious group itself. The investigation's going to carry on here.
Why not? Why are you not investigating the religious group? Maybe that they're connected to that religious group. That's like saying that the what was it, the son of Sam's, it was just his little group. Or what was it, the Hare Krishnas, whoever was the group that was poisoning people in Oregon? I can't remember who it was. Just saying.
They say they are also working with various organisations to try and provide welfare and support and safeguarding to people who are residents in the... Now, those...
Total of 6 men and 3 women were arrested. I'm going to tell you right now that if you come from a country, right? This could be very, very controversial. If you come from a country where you treat people like absolute garbage and the IQ there is really low, and all the people there get used to that low IQ world, right? They're probably going to Rajanji, is that what it is? Rajans? I don't even know how to pronounce that. You know what I'm talking about, though. There's a cult that went around in Oregon and started putting bacteria and viruses in people's foods. I can't remember the whole thing right now. Again, I'm still drinking my coffee. Against that the king that cheated on his wife and became head of the church. Yeah, that was not so good either. So, a little bit of bad weather here while
Max, by the way, so you can just play this, and I want to just talk through some of this, because one thing.
Sorry, I'm all stuffy again.
A lot of people do.
I'm feeling
myself
great.
included. I feel like this used to be really looked down upon. Is look at the damage and try to get just a general eyeball idea of what the strength of the storm could possibly be. And so what I wanted to do is look at some of this video and tell you guys, the viewer, what am I specifically looking for when I'm trying to decide, is this like an EF1 or an EF3? First off, that complete destruction
26 months wolf, when you gonna propose to me? Crying face emoji.
Sorry, I'm already married, already dad. I'm not into having multiple wives.
You can have EF2 tornadoes that create this kind of damage, by the way. It's totally possible.
That would be a leg up on the competition.
Sticks out to me. I'm looking in the background. It's the trees. The trees really tell the story, at least based on my experience. When you see a lot of tree damage, but you still got branches and you can still see some leaves on some of the trees, etc., it's usually not up to that EF3 range. And again, I'm talking very generalized, very broadly here, because I know a lot of people like to look at stuff like this and say, hey, oh my gosh, that has to be an EF4, something like that. Again, all this damage you're seeing,
I don't look at debris and guess what the tornado was. I look at
that type of destruction
probably the
I've
science.
Done by an EF2 tornado. Do we have any shots of the trees here? There was one of like the trees where you can just see the base of the tree and just a couple of the bigger branches that are nubs, and then there's some debarking on the
nubs,
also, meaning that they've lost some of their bark. And
apparently a bunch of VTubers are getting kicked off of YouTube right now
moving so violently that
for not being authentic enough.
Was just basically
I'm not sure what that means.
Of the trees as it moved through. So
I think a lot of them are doing like,
let's see what we got here. I mean, power lines down, that can happen in
just reaction content. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on.
This thing, it popped up pretty quickly. This tornado came up pretty quickly. We knew there was the chance for tornadoes. The biggest threat was going to be hail yesterday, and the size of that.
Spank, you can't handle one wife, let alone 5. I mean, probably some are also like, there is a huge issue right now on YouTube with AI stuff. YouTube locked down for midterms, probably.
Another one that was on the west side. They were like Siamese twin supercells to
that
some
better
degree,
for you?
It was this one right here that was really the dominant one throughout the day. And if you recall, on Saturday, we had kind of a similar storm track for a big supercell that caused a lot of damage. Look where this one started. This one, well, let me go back to the wide view. This was yesterday. It started just south of Wichita Falls and moved down into the DFW metro. Now this one ended up going a little bit west of Fort Worth. Dallas got lucky because that supercell died down right before it got there. But just a prolific supercell. It was creating, it was dropping some softball-sized hail. Not far from Cleburne, and there was also a tornado down there, I believe. So again, there's a lot of surveying for the Storm Prediction Center to do. Now, based on radar, I'm going to be interested to see how long the track of this tornado was, because a lot of the times when you get a higher end tornado, what you'll end up with is a long track. Not every time, but just based on the radar data, to me it didn't appear that it was on the ground for that long. And so what would you call a long track tornado, Chris? At how many miles of a track before you would call it long track?
25.
25. I was thinking 15 to 20, but that's reasonable too, right? Yeah, something up around 20. Again, we don't know how long the track was. The Weather Service has not gotten to that part of the report yet. They still have more work to do. So they did find EF3 damage with 145 mile per hour wind. I think it's possible that this was maybe like a 5 to 10 mile storm track type of storm that just was incredibly violent while it was down.
Yeah, not a whole lot of what we saw over the past week was truly long track, even though we were kind of worried about that.
Yeah, very, very true. Yeah, no, I totally agree. And, every time we had a tornado signature pop up on radar that looked really bad, and in a lot of cases, obviously, they were really bad, and we had some higher-end tornadoes. They didn't last that long. How long was the Enid tornado on the ground for? That was a...
I'll have to look that up.
Chris is going to look that up real quick, but I would imagine that one was on the longer side. I was not working that night, so I don't have it perfectly in my head, but obviously I followed the coverage of it. But yeah, very interesting storm there for sure, and we'll have a lot more information coming out of the Weather Service over the next few days. Okay, let's talk talk about the rain that we're going to get down in the south. We need this rain, guys. We need it. And it's coming. It's already falling. And we had this batch of thunderstorms that's been rolling down through the Gulf Shores, parts of Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. We had a bunch of severe weather farther toward the north earlier on, and everything is kind of moved down farther toward the south. But this is going to be the general idea all the way through the weekend. It's multiple rounds of rain, just low pressure system after low pressure system moving.
All right. Excuse me. As I go to speak, I have to clear my throat like a commoner. I don't know if I want to actually put the audio on this on. I'm pretty sure that's an AI, actually, even the woman talking. A sick Pennsylvania mom, Lisa Seidner, 41, allegedly had sex with her dog, a pit bull, then brutally killed her own little kids by hanging them with a dog leash. Seidner denies it was all claims her bullied 8-year-old son, Connor, killed himself and took his 4-year-old sister, Brinley, with him because he didn't want to die alone. Court evidence showed she searched how long to hang herself, and she almost got away with it days before. Kids were found hanging in the basement, later taken off life support. People are saying she deserves life in prison. I think she should just get executed. I think she should just take her out and, they should hang her. I mean, do the sentencing that fits the crime. I know what the issue is. What's up, Carlos? We're talking about what happened with you and your ex, Regal. Baltimore weather? What is going on in Baltimore? Is it bad weather? Tio sends me stuff sometimes. I'm like, I don't know why I need to put this on the stream. Is it because it's bad? It's because stuff's going on? Please let me know. Please, more info, damn it. More freaking info. Don't just send me things. I don't know why he's sending it to me. Just weird. I don't know what's wrong with people, but I think she should be taken to the town square. You see, when I'm king, right? When I am king. Give me 1 second. When did the January 6th happen? What year was that? No, I want to make an example out of her, Lou. That would be the difference. Yeah, hear ye, hear ye. With how big she is, we're going to have to use something like a crane and a cable. Thank you, Lou. Give me one moment. All right. Yeah, she should never have reproduced. Hassan Piker might be having an investigation against him. People are looking to get him indicted for threatening to kill people on the internet, and that people who were probably watching went out and actually did it. So, what are we talking about? We've been talking about all kinds of different things. There was a woman who apparently had sex with her dog and then killed her 2 kids. Hassan Piker had a crash out on stream and then talked about killing people. So that's, we're kind of just talking about everything going on. Fort Lauderdale officer caught on camera performing chest compressions in the middle of the road. Fort Lauderdale police officer was filmed performing chest compressions on a man in the middle of the street, working to stabilize him until paramedics arrived. The witness who recorded the incident said the officer stayed at the scene doing his best to help while emergency responders responded. But there's been no news headlines about it. Now, I'm gonna point something out here, and if you've ever done CPR, I probably don't really need to say it. I'm just gonna leave this here. Did I see the Supreme Court ruling of what? Well, I mean, that's a woman there, but does anyone see anything wrong with this? DOJ fraud division. Well, I mean, they already went and arrested a bunch of people in Minneapolis. They arrested, I think, like 22 different organizations. I understand those aren't people, but 22 organizations worth of people have been seen. So if you ever give CPR to anybody, this is not the way I would do it, personally. Whoa, Wasteland, you want to point out what's wrong here? Belly bump. I don't think he's pregnant. Well, those are some really shallow chest compressions to start with. And it almost looks like her hand's rolling over. Also, I think she's going too fast. I mean, maybe she's trying to use her body weight to get deeper chest compressions, but I don't know. I'm happy she tried, I guess. It seems very shallow. Chest compression seems super shallow. It's not very, yeah, not the best I've seen either. Let's see. Breaking, the Supreme Court has ruled that drawing congressional districts based on race under the Voting Rights Act is unconstitutional. This is a huge win. It could massively have ramifications for 2026 midterms. Democrats for years have sued over and over again. I see. So let me get this straight. You having segregation was not going to be okay? Oh, who would have thunk that? Who would have thunk that was not going to be okay?
Okay, so this, at first blush here, is a win for the plaintiffs who were not black plaintiffs. They were non-minority voters who challenged this decision. These two districts that were minority majority. Essentially, Louisiana had drawn up districts, and then they were told in a legal battle that they had not represented black and minority voters sufficiently. They went back and drew a second district. So they had two of these minority majority districts. Well, then non-black voters sued and said, this is now violating our rights on the basis of race. So it looks like this is a 6-3 decision. There is one concurrence here, but it looks like the dissent sticks together with Justices Kagan, Sotomayor, and Jackson. But here's what the majority says. They say in some, because the Voting Rights Act did not require Louisiana to create an additional majority-minority district, no compelling interest justified the state's use of race in creating SB 8. That was those two new districts. That map is an unconstitutional gerrymander, and its use would violate the plaintiff's constitutional rights. Now, this opinion is almost 100 pages long, so we're going through to see if it says something more broadly about the Voting Rights Act. That had been the fear on the left, that somehow this decision, if it was favorable for those challenging these maps, that it would somehow do a big chunk out of the Voting Rights Act. Haven't gotten to language that suggests that yet. It sounds like this decision is primarily about what happened in Louisiana. So we'll keep digging through this, but for right now, it's a win for those who were challenging these two minority-majority districts. Now, as we read through this and figure out the broader implications, there were 20-plus districts across the country that would have potentially lined up with this decision. They could be open to challenges that they were drawn on the basis of race, or that it was the primary factor that was used in drawing those districts. Most of those are throughout the South. So we'll look to see if there's enough sweeping language in this particular decision that may have a domino effect on some 20 other districts. Could be huge for the midterms. We'll continue to read through.
You got it.
Well, that's good. Hopefully that'll go through the rest of the states too and be like, hey, you can't just start changing party lines so you have a better vote. It's not okay. Because here's the other thing. The minute they do it, someone else can take advantage of it. They're going to be all pissed off. Oh, we got to go back to court. Got to go redo it again. Got to go back and have another lawsuit and spend a bunch of money. Or you could just leave things as they were instead of trying to screw them all up. By the way, remember to go to trapperoutdoors.com if you haven't already. They were fine. Luckily, no tornado hit them yesterday. They got some hail, but besides that, they were okay, which is great, which is awesome. Man, I am all stuffy today. Apparently, people are trying to get Starfleet Academy and the Acolytes back out of the can. For people that don't understand how stuff works with cancellations in Hollywood, that is extremely hard to do. Many YouTubers like Heel versus Babyface and Nerdrotic are making jokes saying, yes, please, my numbers have been great since we were able to meme on you about how terrible your show was. Apparently, Quartering is now out there doxing people. For anyone who hasn't been paying attention, the Quartering has been going down the porcelain shitter for a while. So Hassan Piker, as I said earlier, I guess is freaking out about Shoe on Head, and well, let's go watch it, chat. Let's go watch it. Then you don't have to hear me keep clearing my throat every 5 minutes as I'm dying. Let's see, that shoe on head. That's the lady.
You mean the human desire to procreate and start a family? Oh, you want to meet a woman and settle down and have a family? Maybe have a house, 2 dogs? You sick f***. We've reached radioactive levels of incel propaganda. What the f*** does incel mean anymore? I feel like I ask this in every single video. This tweet got thousands of likes. I feel like I am going insane. Where does the incel part come from? Like, they want men to be open about their emotions, and then men are open about their emotions, and then they're just called Nazis or incels or...
So mind you, all this is sparked because of the video game. All of this is sparked because they made the video game. Harley Dad's in here. Harley Dad has a daughter, right? Now, Harley Dad, if you had... I should just have you on the damn show and talk about this. I'm not even sure. Harley Dad, do you play video games? I've never asked that, so I have no idea. I'm waiting for his response with bated breath. Video game came out where the entire point of the game is you find a little robot girl and you act like a dad and you take care of her and you make sure she's safe. Right? Like, it's a fun game. It's a good game. Combat was great. Story was great. Graphics were good. Well, Harley already does a his own like panel thing, but as he said, he's been busy. But ever since this game came out, and I think I'm just gonna end up playing the game on stream because I don't know. I want people to be like, wow, this is not what we think with weirdos out there. But people on the left came out there saying that it's for sex offenders, and that it's for I don't know. They're like anything if a man has a inkling to protect a child, there's something wrong with him if it's not his own kid. And this started with what the hell, Mary Morgan from Timcast. And then Tim Pool went and said like, oh yeah, no, that's true because I'm trying to bang her. Mary Morgan, not the child, as far as I'm aware. Hassan Piker is now jumping on it too, being like, oh, well, you know, nobody should be wanting this. So there's a thing with human beings where we like cute things, right? Puppies, cats, you know, we want to protect them. It's kind of a natural thing, right? And believe it or not, but those animals have actually seen that, yes, human beings have a very strong parental and, hey, thank you very much, AI. I'll put that in one moment. Like, people have a very strong attachment to protecting things when we're humans, right? And one of those things is children, right? No, you don't do any panels. Not anymore. Though you missed all the other stuff I asked. For now, Blade. For now. Wait till he starts trying to get her over to his compound. I would not be really surprised if he tried to do that. Not one bit. I need to go right to the right account and pop up all the shekel stuff. Now let me clear my throat again. Okay. But all this spawned from video game because there's men out there buying a game. I was saying that you have a daughter, right? Harley, you have a daughter. And I don't know if you play video games or not. Who? Tim Pool? Tim Pool's been cheating on his wife for years. Like, that is an open secret. Oh, Yuffie's saying she doesn't think he has a wife. He has a girlfriend. I don't think he has children either. Does he? Oh, I don't know. There you go. Well, I mean, again, Tim, there's a thing with Tim going around sleeping with people who have come to his show, or at least attempting to. So, but, that is the wrong Discord I'm in. Somebody posted flamethrowers. I'm like, oh, sweet. I saw it wasn't Tio. I was like, oh, that's the wrong one. Tim has a daughter? Oh, God. Oh, God. Tim should probably be neutered, yes. Tim was a huge leftist who then swapped sides. Like, I don't know. I don't like Tim Pool. And he's going to swap sides again when it's convenient to make more money. But again, I don't like Tim Pool. I think he's a douche. But I don't like a lot of people either, so I know. Maybe I just don't like people's bullshit. No, I think that's what it is. Yeah, Tim, I am a tool pool. That's right. I don't, because again, I feel like he only rages up on stuff where he thinks it's going to make him money. And I don't know. Like, for years, I've always thought he was a douche. A post-Raiden douche. Who uses people to make money. So, yeah, grifters will follow which side is on top at the time. Exactly. Whichever one's going to make him more money. That's what he does. So... Harley, I don't know what that is. So, Harley, now that maybe I should just have you on there. You're in my Discord. I don't know. Are you busy or are you spending time with your kiddo? It's her birthday, so I guess you should be spending time with your kiddo. But you're here with me. What the? No. What is wrong with you? Hey, commenter, thank you very much for the $10 with the 2 buy me coffees. I prefer neither of them.
AI commenter has just tipped $10. Ragel's ex-gasoline sings about equality, white traffic lights debate history, and prices float upward like election district, ignoring every human category entirely.
Is that for the next song? So, all right. So for any guy out there, right? Any guy out there, if you were an astronaut who went to the moon to go and fix a giant 3D printer, right? Not that much time. You went to go fix a giant 3D printer, and you happen to find a little robot girl that saves your life, right? Are you supposed to turn around and be like, thanks, kiddo, go F yourself and take off? Or, you know, you take the robot and the robot's helping you live and you go through life. You're right. You to fight the bad guys because it's a video game. But apparently to the left, there's something wrong with that, right? There's something wrong with that. So, right? Was it really on the dark side of the moon? The aliens fixed the toilet on the dark side of the moon.
Both. Usually both. It's usually a package deal. And this tweet came from a man to make things worse. A grown-ass man saw another grown-ass man speaking about the normal human desire to want a family and want children one day and called him an incel. Cockroach behavior.
In any case, what is this? Capcom's Pragmata.
Wait, did it come out already? Pragmata, it's making thousands of people suddenly want to start a family. You place Hugh as soldier, stranded on a ruined
Not a soldier, actually. He's actually an engineer.
A research station whose job is protecting the childlike android Diana while fighting rogue AI. In one emotional moment, she gives him a crayon drawing of the two of them together.
Now, because they're not doing it here, let me show you. I will show you what this is. That's the wrong screen I want. That's the right screen I want. Just think how cool this show would be if I had like a full crew and Harley Dad wasn't throwing things at me. Let's see, that's the full freaking game. Is this the Dead Spill prequel? Man, why does no one just have that one thing by itself? The hell? Hold on. All right. I should just play the damn game on here. Be easier than looking for these damn cutscenes. All right. This is the game, right? I don't know why this guy decided he has to go.
If we reboot one more limb regulator, the tree will disappear. It's so fun talking to you, Hugh. Wait just a few seconds. Now look!
Is this a princess?
No, it's me wearing pretty clothes. I want to wear something like this one day. And I wanted to give this to you so you'd remember.
I'll check with Cabin. Maybe there's something in stock.
So that's it. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. This is so wholesome. Yeah, it literally is the wholesome dad simulator, and that's it. That's it. That's the whole thing. People freaking out about it. The weirdest thing that people freaking out about are a bunch of OnlyFans whores. So maybe they didn't have a dad and now they feel jealous. I don't know. I don't know.
There's a little family. Even streamers who say at the start they didn't want kids end up breaking down happy in tears. So what's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about like starting families and stuff. And I don't understand like why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience. You should care about things that you actually enjoy, right? If you're a lonely gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman, why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like riding for having children? Like, it's just not something that you're going to experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life, right?
Which is weird to say because quote unquote gamers, right? The whole like gaming thing has just become like video games are very mainstream, right? You know, now. Like there's people who play video games all the time. They've got consoles, all kinds of stuff. And so like the term gamer, right? Or video gamer or whatever, to me doesn't really have anything. And like there's people all over who have kids who play video games. There's people who have families who play video games. So what the hell is he talking about?
Right? This is something that I never understand.
Wow, maybe there's a reason people are yearning to start a family and can't afford to have one and can't seem to find a partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this. Oh well, guess not. First of all, the only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded and also very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. Second of all, what is this nihilistic horse shit? You never aspire for anything, never aim for greatness and meaning. This is the dude the media wants us to believe is going to save young men from—
Well, the leftist media wants you to believe, because they went through a bunch of different people who were on the left. One of them was even Destiny, and they found out, oh my God, this guy is terrible. Now they're getting Hassan Piker, and they're starting to realize, oh my God, this guy is even worse.
From the alt-right pipeline. Yeah, okay. And I love how he's like, unfuckable losers. Like, okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers could easily go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, Hassan. Something weird about a man who could easily consensually get sex from a woman but chooses to go to a brothel. I don't know. Just saying. Also, 35? No kids? Like, I'm sorry, that just pisses me off. Like, sitting in his ugly ass $600 Gucci sweater. I swear I've never seen this guy in a fucking normal ass t-shirt. Sitting on his high horse, looking down at people for wanting something more out of life. I don't understand how someone could be so mentally mind raped that this is their reaction to such like a simple, wholesome concept. Like, literally, no joke, the entire meaning of life is somehow confusing to Hassan Piker.
Well, again, because he's mentally handicapped. Yeah, taking sex advice from a guy who goes to brothels. That's right. Hassan Piker has gone to multiple brothels, and people are kind of being like, we're going to be guessing he's not going there for the shrimp. We're kind of thinking he's going there for stuff he can't get other places, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe a little Epstein-y. Maybe he wants to be on some island, you know. You could say he's retarded. Yeah, yeah. So that is what's going on with again the shoe on head there, talking about you get a video game, the damn video game that's really wholesome that people like, right? And people are freaking out about it because, well, I don't know, stupidity. No comment. No comment on that last thing. Yes, but no comment. Let's see. Mallory Moreau, the Democrat U.S. Senate candidate in MI, has been revealed to have scrubbed thousands of old tweets that show her expressing hate towards the rural Midwest. Regretting leaving California and continued to vote in California, even though she relocated. Oh no. Oh no. She also has a chin like a man. That is a lot of boats, because what's happening is, if we want to talk about the straight really quick, gives me something to talk about for a moment. If we really want to go talk about that, I got to pull this up. That is the wrong goddamn screen over there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Of course it's the wrong screen because I clicked on the wrong one. So you see there's a bunch of boats on the other side. That's because they have to get escorted by somebody through. Now for $7 million, we could build a boat that could do that and be making $2 million a pop each ship. But there you go. What? Hold on, I came across something else as I was looking around looking for news. Amanda Lee Forez paid thousands to have people make sex torture videos with adults and baby monkeys. What? This is why I think my brain's gonna die eventually. It's just gonna have enough and it's just gonna leave. It's just gonna be done. That's the lady. That's her. That's that horrible person. People said she looks like a fat Hillary Clinton. And she made sick Animal Crush videos and being trafficked online. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Good Lord. We talk about the nice, wholesome game, and then we go on to that. I guess we're also talking about Hassan Piker, so it can't be. Can't be too wholesome. The stabbing of 2 Jewish men in Golders Green today is deeply shocking. Stark reminder of the way the real danger anti-Semitism poses on our streets. For people that don't know, the 2 people that were stabbed, the suspect is a Muslim from Somalia that went and stabbed the people. So, no big surprise there. Going back to finding more weather. Again, Tio sent me Baltimore weather. Why? Don't know. But he did. Got no idea why. No idea why. Stop playing. There we go. Go on YouTube.
Severe weather outbreak, that's for sure. We had tons of
slow bastard.
Really large hail.
Skymaster calling vehicle 004 came in, and do you have a pepperoni no-go fish? The hell does that mean, Michael?
Tornadoes that could have been a lot stronger, I think, if things had fired up a little bit.
What does that mean?
So a lot of people are left with the question, like, why didn't the tornadoes happen? We're cool if the forecast didn't pan out. Obviously, nobody wants to have a big tornado outbreak. But, just a curiosity, like, what was it in the atmosphere? What went wrong? And a little earlier, we actually got to talk to the deputy director of the storm.
I don't know.
I think that's so cool that they come on the show and, very, very candid. Bill Bunting, he's an awesome guy. Here were his thoughts on what went wrong.
The cap is a double-edged sword. It can both prevent thunderstorms and it can suppress enough thunderstorms such that only 1 or 2 become well-established and intense. In some of the bigger tornado events that we've seen, it's often only 1 or 2 long-lived supercell thunderstorms that produce most of the impacts. And so our original expectation was that a few storms would survive and move into that very dangerous environment. As it turned out, the cap was about 2 degrees stronger, as I mentioned, and that was enough to weaken those storms as they moved into that really high danger area. So in the end, the decision is based on public safety. Mm-hmm. We make our best judgment, knowing that given the environment that's in place, we felt the risk was worth a tornado watch that was use the enhanced wording. It doesn't happen very often that storms are less intense in that area, but it does. And I'm actually thankful, given the potential that was in place that day, that the storms didn't realize their full potential. But as it turns out, we're looking at close to 600 reports that day for large hail damaging winds and tornadoes across the central U.S. So it was a very impactful day, just not in the way that we had suspected it might turn out.
Yeah, I don't think I could put it any better myself. So, actually tomorrow night we're going to do a super deep dive on this. We're bringing some storm chasers on the show. Do we even have a name for this yet? Like, I'm stoked about it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Fox Weather at Night Storm Chasing Edition?
Yeah, something like that. I think we're going to try to make it a regular thing. So make sure you watch tomorrow night because you might see some people if you're a weather geek.
Hello, Niels.
Let me just expand on what Bill was talking about there from the SPC. He was talking about a cap. You always hear this word when it comes to severe weather that meteorologists use. We talk about the cap. And
okay. A 15-year-old illegal immigrant started crying while getting arrested after he allegedly shot a tourist and fired at police in Times Square.
Another one? I just for my report. Go ahead. You know me? I got a video. Tell me later.
Everyone knows what I would do, right? If he was guilty of the crime, then we would have a trial. And if he was found guilty, he would go to the gallows. For he is not a United States citizen and does not deserve the same rights as a United States citizen. Like, I know that's going to be a really controversial and really, like, terrible thing to hear. And people go, oh my God, you don't like illegal aliens. I don't. My family came here legally and worked their ass off to be here legally. So yeah, kind of a sharp point. But for someone that's going to go out there, shoot a tourist and shoot at the cops and is here illegally, what are we going to do? Just deport him and he's going to go do something else? Like, find a way back in the country, whatever, right? Hope you keep those crocodile tears all the way to the court. Yeah, I don't think that's justice. Like, especially when he killed someone. Like, sorry, I think we have a horrible prison system, and I think anyone that works in the jails would say that it's terrible, right? That you have people that come in there, they're not learning a goddamn thing, they're not rehabilitating. They just go in there, they commit crimes, they commit more crimes when they're in the damn prison, and then we release them, and then they have this weird mentality when they get out. So, I'm not really sad to say, but I don't have sympathy for those people. Like, I don't have sympathy for anybody that's going to go murder people or molest children. Like, you do that, you're going to go to the gallows, you're going to get, hung in a town square and everyone can see it and move on with the day. Like, the prison system does not work. But I'll tell you what would work. If you have some gang member out there who went and killed 6 people, and then they took him and hung him in the middle of the road, said, oh yeah, that's what happens to you. Right? No one's going to think that you're some hardcore guy. No, you're dead. And we throw you in a mass grave with no name. We turn you to Soylent Greens. Right? Now, I know, again, that some people are going to be upset about, oh my God, how could you say that? Those are human beings. Well, apparently they didn't care about the other human beings, the 6 he killed. Right? It gets even worse, too, is when they're out there shooting at each other. Hit some poor little kid out there. Hit grandma in the head. You hit people who had nothing to do with your weird thug life. And you kill some other person out there that had nothing to do with it. So what happens? They arrest you. They throw you in jail. You're in jail, and then you go to prison, and then you're in prison for a while, and all of a sudden you come out and you do the same shit. Because you didn't learn. It's part of your culture, DNA now. I don't know. Like, it's just... there's a certain point where, like, public execution worked because it scared the living crap out of people. And it was more than just like, oh, well, okay, we're going to stick you in a cage here for the next 60 years where taxpayers pay for all your shit. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. So, yeah. I don't know. Again, people are going to be like, that's an all-right idea. I don't think it's an all-right idea. I think it's something we've been doing for thousands of years, and it worked. You know, stop turning criminals into heroes and martyrs. It's not working. People will say, oh, well, we have, well, it's because we have a for-profit prison, right? Well, the other one hasn't left yet, Niels. That's on the 1st. If it's it'll be official on the 1st if they actually left. When you were assigned to booking, repeat offender came in. I'd ask him if he's arresting deputy, gave him his frequent flyer wings. Yeah. Again, and Judge Dredd is looking more and more promising. And you know, there's people we know who have gone to prison and jail who watch the show, and like, even they will tell you, oh yeah, it doesn't do anything, right? Doesn't do anything. I'm not talking about, you know, you go kill the guy who stole a loaf of bread, but definitely the guy who goes out there is, you know, murdering people left and right, molesting kids, killing small animals. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to pay him for 25 years. You talk to a bunch of kids out there crying. Hey, why are you crying? Oh, well, that was our gang leader that you guys just hung over there. Oh, okay. Yeah. Take their picture. Give a little wink. I'll be watching. I bet you they'll become really good kids real quick. And I would gladly challenge people to that too. Be like, oh my God, how could you say that? How could you want these murderers and killers just killed? Sorry, the Roman in me is coming out. My ancestors are talking through me. So, Milwaukee police chasing Nicholas Milwaukee, 31, and he was suspected of murder. Milwaukee, that vehicle crashed, and he opened fire on the officers. Multiple officers then decided it was time to impromptu 9mm and 5.56 ballistic test on his torso. Viewer discretion is advised. So again, murder suspect drove his car, hit some people, endangered other people, and other people might be like, oh my God, why didn't they just shoot him in the leg? Oh, Jesus. Because it's not a movie, the way shit works.
Hands! Hands! Get him up! Hands! Get him up! Police!
And people will look at that and be like, why didn't the cops figure out a better way of not hurting him? They should have maced his tires. They should have tased his feet. Why didn't he do anything? How dare they? YouTube's getting sued, by the way, for shadow banning people. That's going to be a new thing coming out soon. I'm going to be paying attention to that court case. Shadow banning people for a wrong thing. It's really weird. I have like 16, 17,000 people who watch me, right? Who subscribed. And they always come to me and be like, wow, I didn't know you were on air. Well, I didn't know you're on air. I don't get notifications you're on air. When I search for you, your name doesn't come up. Really weird. Kind of funny how that happens, YouTube. Just saying. Kind of weird. We had the issue when we were covering Hurricane Helene. Remember, all the pertinent information for locals and responders were shadow banned by YouTube. Well, that's because they were trying to do that. What the hell was it? They were trying to throw a smokescreen over it because of the people not doing their job. And the government at the time openly was telling YouTube what to do. That documents came out. Like, documents came out, then yeah, they were telling social media networks, including YouTube, what they can and can't show. Because, again, they didn't want to make it look like the president was screwing up. FEMA screwed up. FEMA let kids die. The money was embezzled. Yeah, fix everything my ass. Yeah. So again, we were there watching. We were talking about what was going on, and people, oh no, you're doing a great job. No, they weren't. A horrible job. Again, kids were dying out there from exposure, stuff that shouldn't be happening. FEMA didn't do jack shit. But yeah, so YouTube's been shadow banning people left and right, and people go, "Well, I just go to another platform." Well, because you got to rebuild your entire audience on another platform. YouTube's convenient. That's why people use it so much.
This is on Facebook, you weird. Come on. I'll have to say whatever the I want. Come on.
He told you to stop.
Hold up.
It's right there.
And what?
All right, so what just occurred?
He's making me mad.
Okay, did you damage his sign?
I have it on video.
No,
I can see that you guys have it on video.
All right, do you have an ID on you?
Yes.
All right, let me see.
So what's going to happen? With all respect.
So here's the damage.
So are we pressing?
Yes.
Are you kidding?
Destruction of private property.
7.
Yep. And the judge will give her community service, and yeah, you'll get community service, and you'll be ordered to pay restitution for the flag. That's all it'll be. It's a misdemeanor, and it'll be dropped from your record. Well, it'll be dropped after you do your community service.
I have no warnings, no offenses on my record.
And you can tell the judge.
His property, if he wants to press charges, can be damaging his property. I can't give you a warning. I wasn't following your traffic. He's pressing charges on it. I'm actually not
After good behavior, 6 months, and community service, the judge will drop it.
I am a full-time student. I'm coming back here in the summertime.
Nope. Next time you'll think not to do it.
So a liberal woman gets charged for damaging a guy's flag, then begs for forgiveness.
Dude, like, you can't find any peace in your heart and understanding.
Where was the peace in your heart, asshole? Just saying. Like, here's the thing. It's really easy. You don't have to like Trump. You don't have to like people on that side. But when you start getting violent, damaging people's stuff, regardless, that's breaking the law, and you should be held accountable for it. Just like if someone else walked over to someone's house who had a pride flag and you ripped it off and broke it, right? You went on someone else's property and destroyed their stuff, and you should be held accountable. Welcome to the law.
I will tell the judge.
Please,
Yeah,
sir, please.
I will tell the judge, and he'll drop the charges after 6 months, and you do community service.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
No, what was insane is what you did for no reason.
What's insane is that your friend is in a bunny suit and you're outside of a liberal arts school inciting you.
I'm on a public street and a public sidewalk on a public street.
I don't understand this.
No, man. What we want is
because the governor was here today to do a ribbon cutting.
That's why we're out here, because we have it, and we're not getting.
Good night, Niels.
Can I ask what the what's the penalty for?
This is probably the third or fourth flag that's been damaged, and my experience is the judge will make you pay restitution, and then you'll have to do community service, and then if you do not have any more incidents in the next 6 months to 1 year, he'll drop the charges. So don't worry about it. It's not the end of your life.
It really does cause a damper in my studies and my future, though.
No.
Don't you think?
You did that. He didn't do that. You did that. You made the bad decision. Like, I know there's people out there who want to be like, yeah, destroy that Trump flag. Get it, girl. You're a bad bitch. It's destruction of property. You can't go destroy other people's stuff. It's not okay, right? To go see a judge. Judge is going to sit down and be like, why did you do it? Well, he made me mad. Well, how did he make you mad? Well, he was out there protesting, which he has the right to do. So I went and destroyed his stuff. Okay, well, I'm going to give you 6 months in jail, and you can think about what you did.
What I wanted to do.
Don't you think it kind of gets in the way of like me growing and becoming as an individual? Like
I don't care about you. Like, that's the thing. If like, I don't know what this weird sympathy is. Like, if it was my stuff you destroyed, right? I don't care what your story is. I don't care. You're going to a liberal arts college who you work you don't go to school, you only go to school full time, you don't work. Somebody else is paying for everything. You don't have any responsibility. Yeah, she's entitled. Sorry, you're now going to feel how it is, to be on the other foot. You're going to have to take responsibility for what she did. She's going to be growing, all right. She's going to be growing to learn responsibility, and that's what it's going to be.
still have yet to learn. Maybe one day.
If anything, this educates you.
It's a teachable moment.
What is a teachable moment?
This right here.
What about your president that's literally getting indicted right now? What about that?
He's been getting indicted repeatedly for like 8 years, 12 years. That doesn't matter. That's not what's happening right here. This is you, young lady, who went out of your way to destroy something that wasn't yours.
Oh, for what? The false charges? I'll tell you something. I live in Delaware.
I don't want to listen to you.
Oh, yes, you do. I'm going to talk anyway.
You started
I've dealt with Joe Biden for the past 30 years. The only good Biden's the one that's 6 feet under the ground right now, Bo Biden.
And not because he's dead, because that was the good one.
Because he's a true person. He's a true human and a true patriot. What's going on right now is disgusting. And if you knew Joe Biden personally like I do, you would say the same thing. But you don't, because you're brainwashed and you don't know what's going on.
You guys fine over here. No, not you, Miss Parker.
Stay with over here with them.
No, just stay with me real quick. This will be quick.
You don't offer like second chances, redemption.
It's too late now.
Second chances and redemption. Again, it's the weird begging here, which is strange. Because she's gotten away with it before. She's gotten away with going to people and playing the victim, and they, oh, sorry, oh, poor baby bird. Oh, poor baby bird hurt her wing. Oh no. No, it's you're going to get charged and you're going to have to make up for it. And no one out there is going to waive your sentence.
Seriously.
It's not too late. It's not too late. It's actually not too late.
You had a chance not to do what you did. You had a second chance and a third, but you went ahead and did it anyway.
What would be a good day for everyone to come to court?
I'm open. Richmond City Court, John Marshall Building. She can pick. I'm open.
I literally have the most complicated summary.
Talk to him, not me.
Very complicated. She got off her ass from her liberal arts studies and went to somewhere. Very, very complicated. Oof. No mortgage, no car payment, right? No bills. Very complicated. Oof.
You're the one I'm going to court with, not him.
You're picking the court date.
I'll be at court as well, right? So I'll report on all this. I'll come to court as well.
Oh, they're going on a date.
It's convenient for everybody else. Wednesdays are good.
It'll probably be in the next, 2 weeks?
I'm still in finals, so.
From City Restaurant in the General District Criminal Court which is at 4 North 9th Street on May 10th, let's say at 9 o'clock in the morning, for violation of State Code 18.2-137, destruction of personal property. The signature here is not admission of guilt. This is a promise to be on court on that day.
What if I can't make court on that day?
You call this number, which just gets you to the court.
And if not, you'll have a warrant out for your arrest.
And make sure you call ahead of time. Don't not show up, because then they'll put a warrant.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. They'll put a warrant out, so make sure you show up.
That's not happened to me one time because they didn't give me the notice in the mail properly. Oh, terrible.
I should have asked it right in front of the sign. That was my bad.
You should have what?
I should have asked it right in front of the sign, not on the sign.
Oh, she put her cigarette out through it, sounds like.
That was my bad.
We were even talking about ashing on the sidewalk before, weren't you?
Yeah, that was also littering, too. He didn't write you up for littering.
Here's my card. It's got my information on it. It's got the report number on the.
So with that, a violent Portland leftist Antifa member, Tamarick Gardner, has pleaded guilty to assault on a federal agent in a sweetheart deal. She's a BLM activist who opened the door of the DHS vehicle to help a suspect escape. She then attacked the agent. This is from Andy No on the Post Millennial, talking about this. Portland leftist woman has been convicted of launching a series of physical assaults on immigration and customs enforcement. Now, here's the thing. Having freedom of speech is great. You could say almost anything you want, right? Except if you're trying to, claim you're going to hurt the president or something, and then send numerous death threats at him, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then people tried to kill him. It's not okay. Well, the Post Millennial did not. And we'll just keep that up for now. But you could say almost anything you want. But the minute you start interfering with law enforcement and start attacking law enforcement, there's an issue. Portland leftist woman who has been convicted of launching a series of physical assaults on immigration and customs enforcement agents during a targeted enforcement operation last year, during which she freed a detained illegal immigrant from federal detention van, sparking a tense foot chase. Which, again, now the guy's tired and now injured, and she was a part of all this. Can I just copy? There we go. Let me just do that. There we go. There she is. Tamika Gardner, 41, of Portland, pleaded guilty on Monday on the count of assault to federal officer as part of the plea agreement. Gardner struck several ICE officers in the face and ripped off their facial coverings while interfering with law enforcement arrest, in which federal officers had a signed warrant, according to an HSI complaint. The incident occurred on October 23, 2025, outside the apartment complex on the Burnside Street in East Portland. So if they find out she's an Antifa member, they could link it back to her being a terrorist, which then they could up the charges. And again, a lot of people out there are going to be like, they're not really terrorists. I actually had an argument with someone about this who I work with in Alabama, who wanted to talk about, right? Who wanted to talk about how Antifa was not bad. Now, mind you, this was after me watching years of Antifa now attacking people. Now, the thing that people don't understand is like, well, they're attacking fascists. Okay. All right. Was the old woman that was on the street that they covered in paint, spit on, and attacked a fascist? Or was she literally somebody that was outside, right? Outside while they were running around the streets in Portland, and she asked them to stop destroying stuff because she didn't think it was right. Or about all the other people that have been harassed and attacked just because they were out there and they weren't agreeing with them. So the whole thing, people, and the whole thing is, oh, well, if you don't agree with us, you're a fascist, because if you're not against them, you're with them, right? Well, no, I don't agree with your whole way of doing shit, of attacking people randomly because you feel you're right. Because it's feelings. You feel that this is okay. So you feel that, you could go out of your way to attack random people because you feel it's in the best interest of the community. I feel like if you were attacking grandma on the street who didn't do anything, and grandma whipped out the 38 and shot you in the head, grandma would have been totally in her rights. But instead, I think she was like some elderly woman who had dementia that they attacked too. And after I saw that, I'm pretty much just done with them, right? Like, I see them as a terrorist organization. I see them causing terrorism for over 6 years plus now and attacking people. I do not believe that they deserve to be held in regular court. It should be held in a federal court as a terrorist charge, and everything they're linked to needs to go down. So, speaking of people doing stupid things and attacking people, apparently Zero Hour One does a lot of news stuff on X. Candace Owens' followers are apparently threatening to file lawsuits on him on her behalf because Candace Owens has gone off the deep end. Sorry, just trying to make my throat stop hurting. Up close and personal. Because again, grandma didn't deserve to be attacked. Grandma didn't deserve to be treated like that. It's not okay. But they went out there, they claimed it's for Black Lives Matters, and then started attacking black people who are like, hey, we are part of Black Lives Matters, and we want to make sure that there's no death and destruction. And instead, though, what do we get? Oh, well, we're going to attack grandma. Oh, okay. I know one day I'll get some big voice acting parts and stuff is going to come back and be like, did you say that you wanted murderers to be hung in the street? Yes, I did. You can't say that. Why? Did you say you want child molesters to be hung in the street? I did, yeah. That I did. So I guess a woman here, she went to go look at a gun. I wish there was like news articles on this. Maybe someone tagged Grok. Gave her a handgun to look at. She tried to run out. Guy grabbed her and dropped her on her head. So for people that know, gun shops have to make sure those weapons do not fall into the wrong people's hands, right? Under all means necessary. That means they took out a gun and shot her, they would have been in their right. But instead, he went and dropped her on her stupid head. Now, people might say, oh my God, what he did was too mean to her. No. She got what she deserved for trying to steal a gun and run out of the store because she wasn't stealing the gun because, she's a regular citizen. No, she's going to go do something bad with it. And they stopped someone from maybe getting murdered and zip tied her hands there. Cops showed up. Cops showed up to come pick up the trash. I was hoping there would be more news on this about what happened, but yeah. Grand jury has indicted 2 anti-ICE protesters who violently assaulted, Sav says, who was reporting outside the ICE facility, which is good. So a lot more people who are part of these groups who are assaulting people are no longer getting sweetheart deals. They're getting arrested and getting charged, and the charges are sticking with them because they need that, to happen. And again, other people might be out there and be like, oh, well, I have a right I feel is better because, or I feel this is better because of, I feel what we're doing is wrong. Yeah, but that's a reporter out there. You're not even going after the ICE agents. You're going after a reporter. Ann Arbor, what was that, Minneapolis? Removed 600 anti-crime signs to be inclusive and welcoming. Have a bunch of crime, have to get rid of the crime signs. Oh yeah, go to flavorforce.com if you all haven't already done that. Go get some seasoning. I haven't seen him in a while. He's been doing like conspiracy theorist podcasts. He's like, you should go on here. They have all these people watching. I'm like, I don't do conspiracy theories. In fact, if anything, I would say I probably debunk conspiracy theories. I'm not sure I'm the type of person they want on their street. Yes, 22 raids happened. We were talking about the other day. The Lyrian Center closed now? Probably. I'm going to say yes. Santa Claus arrested in Florida for trying to meet a 13-year-old. Santa's a bad man. At least this one is.
Not going to be Santa Claus this next year. But who is this guy that hides behind this mask as Santa Claus?
Maybe lethal.
While he has these sexual proclivities to batter children and in fact traveled to a location thinking he was going to have sex with a little girl. His name is Tom Hicks. He's 68 years old. He works for Tri-County, a mental health and drug addiction group, in marketing. He's a preacher, I'm told, of 40 years. He is a professional Santa Claus. He is well regarded in the community. Detectives working the operation this last week showed me a photograph of his children sitting on Santa Claus's lap while he and his wife stood next to them. Thousands and thousands and thousands of children have sat on this guy's lap thinking he was Santa Claus, when in fact what he was a child sex predator.
You know, I always wondered, how many of those sexual predators dress up as Santa, right? I don't know. I know, like, at one point it's probably a job. But, I don't know. That always kind of weirded me out. I'm a conspiracy adjacent? Again, I try to just tell people really what's going on. Like, most conspiracy theories are really out there and just kind of nutty. Very few of them are true, right? One of those people that puts a lot of them out there is he shot in here. He might still be mad at me. can't talk bad about Alex Jones while Sean is in here. He gets very mad. Gets upset. I'm not anti-Alex Jones. I'm just, I don't know. When people come up to me and start, foaming at the mouth about how these people are amazing, I'm just like, but they're not. They're just people. They're literally just regular people. They make things that are wrong. And some people make stuff that's so wrong that that becomes their entire personality, right? And then they just go with it. And that's why I call people out on shit. Because I'm just like, this is, yeah. Sean very much likes Alex Jones. Apparently he was, he was very upset that I was like, I think Alex Jones is full of shit most of the time. Or he gets his predictions from other people and claims they're his own. But, hey, what can you say? Conspiracy adjacent. Yeah, Alex has definitely gone off the deep end recently, yes. You talked him down off the edge, Big Dog. You did a very good job of stopping him from taking a leap of faith into the treacherous waters off the bridge. Everyone else just called him a bunch of names, but you were very nice, I will say. It was very nice of you to do. Apparently Mr. Meaty is in the news again. What's her stupid name? The Flavor of the Week singer. That's her. I can't remember her damn name.
Eating meat is inherently wrong. And then the other thing is, you don't like me for this one. Eating meat is inherently wrong. And then the other thing is, two things cannot coincide. I love animals. I love all animals so much, and I eat meat. You can't do both. Sorry. You can eat meat. Go for it. You can love animals, but you can't do both.
You can do both. You can do both very well. In fact, if it wasn't for hunters and people eating meat, you would have a lot less animals actually in the world. So. Oh, yeah. Your daughter worships the cow? I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't like JLR either. I don't like him. I don't like the KLW news guy. There's a lot of people out there I don't like because they're liars. They're liars and bullshitters. And JLR, same thing. He's a liar and he's a bullshitter. He's probably going to end up back in prison again for fraud. But that's all here nor there. Time will tell on that. Time will tell. Time will tell. Yeah, so for people that don't know, hunting actually helps with animal conservation a lot. Like every time you pay for a hunting permit, it goes for the wildlife and wilderness to make sure that the woods are kept up, to do studies on animals to make sure you're not over hunting or overpopulation. Service and rangers go out there and take care of animals and make sure everything's doing good. So you can still love animals. I love animals. I'm also okay with hunting them because I feel that it is part of nature and part of life. Not a big deal. I'm just going to leave this here. Ozempic. Again, Hollywood is now telling actresses they are no longer hiring them. This is Olivia Wilde. Started taking the Ozempic.
When I read the script, it was already set in San Francisco, and Rashida Jones and Will McCormick had made that decision, and I was so immediately
that's part of the same group,
because I do love the city, and I feel that it's so telling when a script sets a very specific location. You can tell what the
Ozempic
supposed to mean and what it means about these characters, and as you see,
she played all the zombies.
Film, hopefully. it really does make sense that this particular group is from here.
Now, I know people get mad because I make fun of fat women, but also if you're razor thin skinny, like you're about to die, that's also disgusting. Like being healthy is good. Like men want a healthy woman. They don't want one where, you could see her ribs poking out and if you sneeze wrong, it's going to pop out of the skin.
And I think that there's nowhere else we could have filmed it, and there's nowhere else we could have set the story.
You actually filmed? I highly doubt you filmed in San Francisco. I have a feeling you filmed in Canada, just like The Rookie, which is supposed to be taking place in LA. But where does The Rookie film? Canada. Can't film in the actual location. Too much money and too dirty. Remember when we used to actually film in California? Those were the days. Those were the days. Shit, even Starfleet Academy, weirdly. Starfleet Academy wouldn't move fucking the Academy from United States, San Francisco to Beta Z for some stupid reason. Bacon is delicious, and it does matter. That is right. If you guys like to help the show, cash out Venmo, PayPal, or buy me coffee. Thank you very much appreciated. Two Philly cops walked past them and did nothing, apparently. In Philadelphia, they had two people walking down the street with ARs. They're not, to be honest, the cops didn't do anything. That's fine. They got their Second Amendment. I don't think the cops should have done anything to them. They just, they're expressing their Second Amendment. If they're not hurting anybody, who cares? Who cares? Japan is now trialing a new drug that will regrow human teeth, ending dentures and implants forever. That is some stuff we should do. I think we should be able to regrow teeth. If you're able to regrow teeth, remember able to regrow bone? Just saying. Just saying. New York State Senator Rob Orrit has just revealed the Democrats in New York spent about $72 million repairing stairs at the New York State Capitol. They spent around $1 million per step. I'm looking for more news. It's a slow day today. Let's see. Talked about that. Apparently, NBC is reporting that a teen and her family fled torture in Congo to resettle in Maine, and then ICE showed up. And people are supposed to be sorry for him. I'm sorry you live in a crappy country. Okay? I'm sorry that that's happening to you. You still have to go through the right channels to come here. My family came from Italy when Italy was going through famine and people were dying on the street. One can only predict, AI commentator. Saw some lady earlier today complaining about her dog crap on the sidewalk in the streets of New York. All I could think was, that poor lady, that ain't for the dogs. Oh yeah, it's probably human poop. It sucks you have a crappy country. Go through the right channels. My family did it. Your family can do it. My family's only been here for 100 years. Like, yeah, Grandpa came here in 1890 when he was a child and then served in World War I. You know? We have such a terrible country as everybody claims, and why are people trying to come in here illegally, right? A Chick-fil-A employee has been accused of orchestrating a scheme that allegedly stole nearly $80,000 by fraudulently ringing up more than 800 mac and cheese orders. Investigators launched the probe after the restaurant flagged hundreds of suspicious refunds tied to the transactions. If convicted, the employee could face up to 10 years in state prison. Man, I want some Chick-fil-A mac and cheese. That sounds pretty bomb right now. Maybe not $80,000 worth, but just one. Just one. Just one. New York is definitely screwed. We made these weird safe havens. What happened? Oh, I went down the shitter. Oh.
Like shopping and shit. Look at my. Oh, man.
Yeah, I love it when someone puts their finger right on the trigger and points it at my head. That's always a good time.
Oh, man. Hey, look, check it out. Check it out.
Especially when it smells like his rancid balls where it was hanging out.
This motherfucker.
That looked counterfeit.
You know, respect that.
Put your hands up. Walk backwards to the sound of my voice. Do it now. Put your hands up. Back. 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 I'll stop. Talk to you.
You know, I didn't care that he was armed. I care about him aiming the gun at someone's face. There you go. I'm not going to read this one off. You can read it off yourself, Chad. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Hold on. I figured out what we're going to spend. We need to instantly now. I need to get a fundraiser going. And I need to put this in my backyard. I can put it up. I don't think that's how that works. Guys, I need to go buy a shipping container immediately. And I need to put this in the backyard. I guess I'd have to soundproof it first, but... Carlos, that's an indoor gun range just for me. Somebody said Billie Eilish's opinions mean nothing until she gives back all the stolen land she lives on. Oh, God. Former FBI director, again, James Comey is currently now under arrest, they have said. I guess the AK-47 variant of the bullpup of it is getting some love over there in Ukraine right now, and Russia is not performing as well as people thought it was going to, and people are moving to the Tavor and the Caltech. Oh, interesting. For a more reliable, a much more reliable bullpup. Oh. Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. Well, the container would have a shooting range inside of it, Robin. Be an empty one. You turn it into the gun range. Inside, you soundproof it. Then I would just have a camera in there and you guys just film me shooting all day. That'll be the new ASMR. Sitting there just reloading stuff. So, I don't know. There's nothing else going on tonight. That's about it. If you guys want to cash out Venmo, PayPal, or buy me a coffee, I'll probably get to call it a show. I've been on almost every day, giving everybody the update of what's going on. I also posted, they showed an image. There's an image that came up, and the image says, you have to pick a one, and the rest are trying to kill you. And so the one's SPF Russia, one is Demolition Ranch, the other one is Hickok 45, and the hell the other guy's name is. I guess we just put the damn image up. Anyways, so you have to pick one, and the other three are trying to kill you, right? Well, right, you have to really soundproof the crap out of it, Garbo. No, not full of people. No. Brandon? No, it's not Brandon Herrera. Did they perp walk him? Yes, they did. Well, the whole joke is that Billie Eilish is bitching and moaning. So people are saying, like, she can't bitch and moan while she's on stolen land. Guess it's the same type of theory she's on. All right, so there you go. Yeah, Grand Thumb. Thank you. I can't remember his name. So my pick was Marksman. Because Marksman's been actually in combat and isn't some dumbass YouTuber. And Marksman has been in multiple combat scenarios. So my pick would be Marksman. I'm pretty sure I'd be okay. Because the other ones would get smoked rather quickly, in my opinion. Marksman's not a YouTuber. He's YouTuber adjacent. Because FPS Russia is just some guy that shoots guns. Demolition Ranch was a plant. Then he finally had to give it up. Grand Thumb was in the military. And then Hickok 45 is a pistol. What is he? Pistol marksman is what he is. Grand Thumb, I think, is the only one that has ever been in combat, maybe? And I'm not even sure about that. Let's see. Has Grand Thumb been in combat? He might be the only one that might have been. Oh, no, he's never been in combat either. He is a retired Air Force veteran who served primarily as a SEER, survival, evasion, resistance, and escape, which is pretty damn top tier of a guy, which is one of the highest top tiers. Often at Fairfield Air Force Base, later as a tactical air control party, a TCAP member in the Air Force Special Warfare. He's extremely trained and instructive experience in survival, tactics, and farm-related skills, which he draws on heavily for his popular YouTube channel focused on guns, gear, fitness, and military advanced content. So I would say out of all those, if you had to pick those four, Grand Thumb's probably the one. I don't think so, Lethal Old Fart. The problem is that even though he's a marksman and stuff, everything he's doing is kind of controlled. That's where I would say would be the only other thing. I like Hickok 45's content though. But the SPF Russia got raided. He can't have guns anymore. His name's Kyle. And then the other guy, which I've never liked Demolition Ranch. So yes. Anyways, I don't know what else I got to talk about today. Kind of been a slow Wednesday. And again, I've been on almost every day, so all my other stuff I usually have for the weekends saved up. I just, if you will, I've blown my load of news, if you will, very quickly. But the rest of you have a good night. I am out of here. No, I think Demolition Ranch was a plant the entire time. And it's like the same people who like Black Rifle Coffee Company. Play that game? Play what game? You want me to sit here and play Pragmata all night? I do have the new Game Plus mode, so I can go through there like a badass. If nothing's going on tomorrow, I will start playing Pragmata tomorrow on stream. That sound good, everybody? Fox News Media Vice President Field got fired after getting caught on a hidden camera bragging about charging $4,000 strip club card to Fox corporate business. Ugh. Well, good for him for getting fired. I hope he gets beat with the salmon, Ahab. Yeah, so that's going to be tomorrow. So if nothing's going on tomorrow, I'm going to do Pragmata on one of the screens. So we'll still have news. I'll just be doing gaming on one stream, and we'll see how that works out. I haven't gamed on here in a long time, so we'll see if people like it, right? Especially since it's so controversial right now for some reason. But for the rest of you, go to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or buy me a coffee. Waste of good salmon. I forgot to put the shekel bar in all night, didn't I? How dare I? How dare I? Fox is owned by China? No, Fox is owned by Larry Ellison? No, that's not him. Who the hell is it? I can't remember the goddamn guy's name now. Who owns Fox? Isn't Fox owned by Disney? I don't know if their news is, but Fox, 20th Century Fox, I think, sold to Disney. All right. Alrighty then. There we go. Rupert Murdoch, thank you very much. That's the guy. FPS needed to be raided before he shot off his own foot. Well, he got raided for drugs. Drugs, and some guy who's connected to was like selling illegal weapons or some shit. I forgot what it was. Hermaz does look crowded. It's because everybody has to go through that little channel and they have to get escorted. Alrighty then. You have a good night, everybody. Again, it's because of people like you I'm able to afford my mortgage, so Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or buy me a coffee. And with that, good folks, I am out of here for the night. And the music stopped. Yay! Or did it? No, I don't know what's going on. What is happening? I don't know what is happening. What is going on? Why isn't it? Also not true, Spank. I don't know, Spank, where you get all your info from, but some of it is very wrong. So have a good night, everyone, and take it easy. Sweet dreams.